I think as a business owner, you kind of expected to understand finance, but it's not necessarily the background that you've come from. I think a lot of people are maybe embarrassed to accept that they don't understand things that they feel like they're supposed to. So a big part of our role is getting down to the basics and making sure that you understand how to read financial reports and actually how to use them to your strength to help you to improve your business. So a lot of it's just getting down to the basics and getting good practices in order. People get frustrated about the cause that, you know, they've not got insightful management reports, but the symptom, whereas the cause of that is that they've not got effective financial controls in place to make sure that the data is right in the first place and make sure that they've got those. And it takes work. I think the rise of cloud accounting and fintech, people have this misconception that everything's just suddenly become really easy, and it's digitised, it's all automated, it's that easy, but it still requires hard work and still needs somebody to take responsibility of it and get their hands on the financial systems and make sure that everything works. So I think that's one of them, which is about financial intelligence, I guess, and understanding and appreciation for putting finances together. And then finally, I think it's just the avalanche of information that's out there. You've got like KPIs coming out of your ears, all the things that you think you should be tracking, and before you know it, it's like death by data, and you're not actually sure which stuff is actually useful and which thing's actually going to move your business forward. So being able to work with someone who can help you to narrow that information down into the most useful stuff for your business. First of all, to track it, so to make sure that you're tracking it ongoing, so that you can see where the problems are arising, and don't just track average debtor days across your business. Actually look at them on a client-by-client basis. So you should be able to, if you're using a cloud accounting platform, you should be able to download all of your clients, what their agreed payment terms are, and then what they're actually averaging. Because without that data, it's kind of too much sweeping generalisation. If you said it's 60 days average, that could be certain clients paying in 20 and certain are 80, and you might even have different terms agreed with each of those clients as well. So what you really want to know is for each of your clients, what are the terms you've agreed and what are they actually paying in, so you can kind of get into the data and do something about it. And then you can put some really good technology in place for this. So Xero last year released a automated email reminder system from within Xero for free. So you can switch that on so that it chases the clients that you want it to chase automatically via email. There are add-ons that give more sophistication for that, so that you can personalise the emails for different customers in different ways and put your own signature on, and it comes from your own email address and that kind of thing for like 20, 30 quid a month. So that's kind of the automation bit dealt with. In order to do that, again, coming back to what I said before, technology doesn't solve everything. Your bookkeeping's still got to be right, because the last thing you want to be doing is having an accounting system chasing clients that are paid, but you've just not marked the invoices as paid within your accounting system. So you want to get that bit right. And then, we've drawn this out on a process. So it's like get the right technology in place, but then it gets to a certain point, someone then needs to do some heavy lifting and make some phone calls and get on the phone and speak to your customers and speak to them in advance of something becoming late. It just shows that you're organised. If you're ringing your customers in advance of their invoice becoming due, that's actually a really good customer service thing that you can do, even though it's about getting money off them. It just shows that you're on it and you know what you're doing. I had it with a company recently, and it was like a big amount of money that's about to leave our bank account. They rang me a week before, and the question wasn't just, we just make sure you're going to pay on time. It was actually, Paul, there's a lot of money going out your bank account soon, just want to make sure that everything's okay, you don't need to delay payment. And it was so good, I was like, take it now. That's amazing. And then you start to move from automated credit control into manual credit control into debt collection, which is when you can file a letter before action with through a solicitor and actually send them a letter, and you'll be amazed for like £3.50 how much movement that'll get you from your customer when you start to explain to them that you could be taking this to court. And people have a fear of that, as if it's like you don't want to alienate your customer and sour the relationship, but from our experience, that's absolutely not the case. You've agreed to be paid, they've not paid you on time, and you've gone through all the whole credit control process as per your terms and conditions, then you're fully entitled to demand that money.